Hey, hello?
Yo,
Yo. Man, dude, how long has it been? Like 2 years?
holy fuck, you're loud. I need to fix my shit. One sec.
Okay.
Okay, I think that's better.
Jesus. Okay.
I don't know why the
All
beeping
right.
is from Discord is still coming through shit. That is so annoying.
Yeah, I don't know why that's coming through. Do you have like suppressants on? Like audio suppressants or something? Like,
No, I'm just gonna fix it on my.
okay.
Let me see. Oh, there we go. I fixed it. Thank fucking god. There we go. Are you live? You're not live yet, right?
I am live. I'm live.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah,
Okay, so
no, don't worry. I've been live. No, it's okay. Yeah. Okay. How are you doing? Good? Not good?
uh, yeah, about the same as usual. My bad. That was like a really
What
shit introduction as me being
What what
annoyed at
what
Discord
is
settings.
what is the same as usual for the Queen of Queens, Kelly Jane?
Oh my god. What is the same as usual? I don't know. Bad sleeping schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Wake at
Oh,
4 a.m.
what time is it over there in UK?
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Jesus. Jesus. All right. Yeah, I have a lot of fucking European viewers telling me to fucking stream sooner, but I can't. Okay, this is my time slot. But yeah.
Time
Wait, hold
slot
on.
as indicated by whom?
Me. I choose when to
Yeah,
stream.
exactly. So what fucking difference does it make?
It's my time slot. It's
And
mine.
uh-huh, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Of my life. I choose to stream at this time, at this
I
hour.
also need to eat, so people are gonna have to put up
Okay,
with
yeah,
that. I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. Every single time Steven comes in here, he's just loudly chewing, okay? And I'm pretty sure he let out a moan once, but that was weird. But anyway, just listen, okay? It's fine.
Disgusting.
Okay, all right. Uh, you want to talk about Connor? What's up?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hate Counterpoints more than I hate Foodshops, so I'm mostly here to just like bitch about him.
Why do you still hate me? What did I do?
That's a joke. I don't really feel any way at all.
Yeah, me neither. I don't hate me either.
Well,
I
I'm
love
glad
me.
we agree.
Mm-hmm.
Presumably you feel something for yourself, though. Well, that would be concerning.
Oh no. No, don't worry. Okay. I like jerking off. Okay, was sorry. That was sorry. No, I don't mean like okay, I mean it in a very dry sense. Okay, fuck. Okay, take that back. Okay, that was weird. I'm sorry. Um
I don't even
how
know how that
was
makes sense.
okay, all right, yeah, whatever. Okay. Counterpoints. Okay, you want to smack talk him. Okay, he was talking about soul math and lolly and shit. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, okay, where do we start? Because I didn't write. Okay, there's two things. Firstly, I got annoyed watching the video and then stopped halfway. The other thing is, I only remember certain things that annoyed me. So, I mean, the general gist of what I was going to say is that Counterpoints is doing like the typical orbiter thing of like crabs in a bucket and pulling people down. And all of the orbiters do this. Um, and it's just like behavior that's never stopped. But why he took what was it more than half of the video talking about you? Was it like most of the
Yes,
video talking about you? That that
easily.
is
Yeah.
insane. He could have gone over anything, and for some reason he picked fucking food shops. Who?
I
Why?
don't I'm flabbergasted too, considering how I don't talk about the subject that he fucking talked about, like at all on my stream, other than when other people bring it up. So it's just weird. Sure,
But
yeah.
also, if he doesn't want you to have attention, why would he dedicate an entire hour and a half to you? I feel like that was like the stupidest thing to do. I don't. If I didn't like someone and I wanted to convince my friend to stop giving them hosts or such, I probably wouldn't do it on a live stream.
That is a good question of the highest order, my queen.
But mostly I just don't like him anyway for different reasons. But
Has he done this kind of behavior in the past? Like, are you basing this off of like a pattern behavior or something, or do you think that he actually has principles and he's like what if I were to steelman him, I guess, against myself, and say like, oh yeah, he was, he was actually a principal. He actually has strong beliefs. He's very bothered because he has children.
if he was very bothered because he has children, why would he be chummy and besties with Destiny?
Why? Oh, I guess
Why
the
would he be
recent
just chilling and
controversies.
like,
Yeah.
haha, laughs, funnies? Like, didn't his
Well,
wife had to tell him to stop making that like graph about this is the age of which teenagers can be interested in sex?
I have seen that.
That fucking that fucking weird shit. Like,
You're
who
you're
does that?
you're asking good
Why?
questions. That's true. That's
Bizarre,
true.
strange, questionable. Also, there is like I don't know, I think he's a very spineless person. But also, I don't think that his morals and ethics are static as like he would like
Do
to
you do
imply.
you do you do you know the history? Do you know the history of Counterpoints talking about me?
I actually don't. I don't know what else he
Okay.
said about you. Also, when I say
So,
orbiter behavior, I don't remember who has participated in said behavior, other than
sure.
because it's happened on multiple occasions, right? So I only
Hmm.
remember really with the Corantos stuff, who was being like slimy and leechy and crab and bucket
Yeah.
behavior, but I don't like it's happened on multiple occasions. So there was like the
Listen,
mystical shit and then the other stuff. I don't know.
look. I don't want to like kick someone while they're down, okay? But I remember when Karantos was getting dogpiled back then by the other content creators. I remember, I think NSE and other orbiters, being there at the time. I think it was a pre-panel, right? Specifically pre-panel before Kick or Keep, and I think that they were making fun of Karantos for being fired or something, which I thought was super strange. Do you remember that?
It wasn't him being fired, I don't think. It was like it was Destiny stream before Kick or Keep, and it was like Wes and Darius, and I think Erudite might have chimed in, and there was like other people as well saying like how they should have his job before he really got into doing things. I think this might
Mm-hmm.
have been either soon into like them having worked out a deal or not. I don't know. But they were
Yeah.
basically saying like we should do it instead.
Did
And
you
then
did you
Darius was even like, Kelly could do all of this shit I don't want to do. And I was like, for you? No. Fuck off.
Yeah, Darius really wanted to be the host of Kicker Key back then. Yeah, I remember. Is there any reason why you wanted to contribute to Kicker Key? Is it just because you want to be helpful, or is it because you want the attention?
I felt bad for him
Mm-hmm.
because he was getting dogpiled and because people were behaving like, because like if it was any other situation, right, where somebody has a job, they're doing it and they haven't done anything significant to be fired at this point. It's really distasteful at best and just really unethical at worst to be like, yeah, I want to have that job. It's mine now. Like
Yeah,
who does that? In what other situation would that be normal or okay? I don't know. It was just really weird behavior.
sure, sure. But that's I have Kinklemore in my YouTube chat right now. You want to say hi to him?
Oh, that was one of Kronz's dudes. I can't remember which
Yeah,
ones were
who
annoying or
who
not.
worked
I'm
for
gonna be
him.
honest.
Yeah, I'll be honest, okay? As much as I came from Krantos's community, he has had several unpaid laborers, let's just put it like that, okay? Or should I say, Islamic slaves, okay, working for him,
If
to
people
produce Kicker
volunteer
Key
to
for
do
him.
stuff, then it's not really slavery. If you're volunteering your time and he's not held you at gunpoint and you can leave at any point, that is what volunteering is.
Sure. The optics of no, but the optics, of course. I'm kidding. No, not the optics. I don't care about that. Whatever. You. Why did you leak Jay Stokes' DMs? One might find that wrong to leak
Because he
DMs.
told me to. He said leak them all, and I obliged. Don't play
Okay.
chicken with Kelly Jean. She will just do it. What a stupid thing to do. But I
Okay.
think he wanted me to, or he wouldn't have told me to. So,
Hmm.
I
Did you?
don't know why.
Yeah. Did you see that Jay Stoke called you morally reprehensible?
Was that before or after he made jokes about the medical condition I have from
It
a
was it
sexual
was
assault?
it was after the mutual meltdown.
Um, yeah. He called me morally reprehensible based on an argument I had with Cherry over a year ago, which I've apologized for on multiple occasions and haven't done since.
Did you actually mean that apology?
Well, if I hadn't done it since, I would say that would mean I meant it, right?
Fair enough. How do you feel about Counterpoints talking about soul damage and asking me to disavow? What do disavows mean to you?
What is soul damage?
Whenever Counterpoints feels like something is reprehensible or degenerate, he basically goes into soul math. But he says that if you do something degenerate, you deduct in soul HP. Okay? That's what he believes in.
Fuck does he people? What the fuck does that mean? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Like your level of spirituality decreases.
That is nonsense. That
Well,
makes no sense.
then I
I
believe
don't
Counterpoints has a lot to answer for then.
like
Okay.
in Dark Souls. Oh, huh? I don't know. That makes no sense to me. I don't care about soul-related stuff. I'm not religious at all, but
Okay.
that sounds nonsensical on the basis of what I'm vaguely aware a soul is conceptually, but like
How and when did you learn about Cherry getting paid by J Stalk?
oh, I knew that a while back. That's not an issue. Justical offered to pay me, and I said no because I don't take. Well, it's for two
Oh.
reasons.
Oh, J Stalk
I
offered to
don't.
pay you when?
Maybe like I want to say like February or March. It was pretty early on.
Okay.
Because it's not in
So
my DMs, which means it has to have been before April.
Destiny claims that you complained about the pay and you probably were jealous
What?
of the pay.
No.
Is that true or is that not true?
No, I have no idea what the pay is. I did actually ask once. I was like, "Hey, what do you give Cherry?" And he wouldn't tell me. So, no, it wasn't that. It was just like
Baseless
I don't
speculation,
take.
Destiny. Not good, Steven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Okay.
genuinely so like two reasons why. It's like I don't take money when I just do things for fun because then it's not fun and I feel obliged to be like someone's underling and that's already a position I would never put myself in with someone like Justical. But the other
How?
reason is like
Mm-hmm. Go ahead,
um
my queen.
okay, yeah, that and like having to do something, but also I don't need the money question mark. So it's not like a motivating factor for me.
Uh, you. When did you learn about them dating? When did you learn about them romantically talking? Let's just put it like that.
Cherry told me, and it was I want to say it was like the 20 something of June.
22nd
Like
of
she
June.
told me that they were together in Canada.
June. Okay. But did you learn that they were perhaps talking with one another in February or January? Like in a weird way?
So they fell out and she did disappear for a few months, but what was the case was there was a weird period of time where she would come back, they would block each other repeatedly, they would resort to fucking emailing each other. I don't know who the fuck does this. It's the most bizarre and like unhinged shit, but whatever. But as far as I'm aware, she wasn't like around. Like Justico even said Cherry is never coming back on stream at some point in I don't know, April, May?
Well,
Someone
he
else can
says
tell me
that
when
quite
that was. I don't
often.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says a lot of shit he doesn't mean, but there were like periods of time where she wasn't like around as far as I'm aware. But I don't know when he started to feel things. I do know he was like really, really, really upset, way more than someone that just like was friends with someone. But I am too
Hmm.
autistic to determine what that means in like
I
any type of
understand, my
timeline.
queen. Um,
But also, like, I've only ever spoken to them individually. I've not, like, been there whilst they talk, right? So, like, they probably have an entirely different dynamic I'm unaware of.
what are your general feelings towards Jay Stoke now? Do you forgive him?
No, I feel like a mug, but to be fair, at that point, it's self-inflicted, right? It's like the first time, it's like shame on me type thing.
Hmm.
When I'm like getting thrown under the bus for like the second and third time, I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
What were the first two
It's
times he threw
that
you
was
under
my
the
fault.
bus? Why would he ever do this? Such a shameful betrayal.
Uh, yeah, I don't know if I can even be bothered to go into this, but it's like, no, it's not. It's not necessarily like betrayal in quotations. It's more so treating someone like they're suddenly disposable when you were relying on them, and like, yeah, it's just like very, it's, yeah, I don't know. That's more accurate.
Do you think that? Do you think when did? Listen, has J Stoke ever
Okay,
treated
stop that
you
annoying
like a?
voice. It's
Okay,
gay. I do not like
Has
it.
J Stoke ever treated you like a friend? Yes or no? Okay, yes or no? Pisco level. Yes or no? Has J Stoke ever treated you like a friend?
I
Ever?
meant gay in the literal way.
Okay,
Well,
so you sweep for J Stoke, right?
did I sweep for? Not really. Not that I'm
No.
aware. I
Okay.
genuinely didn't think he was abusive, so I was willing to like back him up on this narrative in my own way. Like he wasn't telling me what to do or say,
Hmm.
but that might have been a mistake because I, yeah, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have made statements on the basis of the vibes I felt, was thinking at
Okay.
the time.
Well,
But I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah, I don't know.
sure. What is like one thing people believe about you right now that you feel is wrong or is an incorrect assessment of you? Like, what is a misunderstanding you want to correct real quick, or multiple, I guess,
I
including
don't
from
know,
J
what do
Stoke's
people
side.
think of me?
I don't fucking know. I guess
You'd
J
have to
Stoke's crew
tell.
hates you now. I guess, but DGG likes you for
Um,
hating J Stoke. So
that's
that's the
not really,
typical
those aren't like
actual
tangible
beliefs.
things.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
And
Well,
also, I don't think anyone likes me, quotation. I think that's just convenient, right?
how
It's not a
how
lot. It's this. Also,
okay.
I don't care if people like me. I've always been like intentionally quite a divisive character. Why would I want to be liked? That doesn't
How long
matter to
has
me. I
Queeman and
don't.
J Stoke been dating?
I was talking to someone yesterday about Gisticle, and
Yeah.
then they said to me, yeah, like Queeman and Gisticle are really the ones they're dating. And I just thought that was funny.
Hmm.
Anyway, yeah.
Very suspicious. Wait, oh yeah, just FYI. I say that too much, okay? I need to reduce the number of times I say that. So Cherry has probably said some awful stuff about you, right? At this point,
Recently it was just
recently.
stupid and annoying as opposed to like really awful or anything.
Would you
It's
would
more
you
so
yeah, would you still say you would eat her miscarriage? Considering
I
everything that went
literally
down.
just said earlier on in this conversation that I apologized and never said that thing again.
Okay, fair enough.
I do have the memory of a goldfish. That was literally like 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Um, have you been talking with anybody in the background? Like, let's just say Pixie, De Laguna, Erudite, anyone else you can think of?
No, I haven't spoken to anyone in ages.
Okay. All right.
I messaged Erudite like a month or so ago because someone was sitting around a weird doc with like quotation women's porn in it in DGG, and she was one of the people listed on it. It was like not actually porn, it was just people being freaks, but that's the last time I spoke to her. I haven't spoken to Pixie in ages. I haven't spoken to who else did you say? Oh. I've never spoken to Lauren De Laguna. She does not like me. Probably ever said since I said Hitler missed one. She didn't like that very much.
Disavow! Listen, disavow. Okay. 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 Jesus. Okay, YouTube, listen. All right. Okay. I thought that was the original reason why J-Stock got banned from YouTube. Did you know that? But then I realized it was actually Rao Kittenhouse that like
What?
got him.
No.
Yeah.
It
I
was
thought it was your
because,
fault.
yeah, there was like a VOD with the F slur uploaded like 3 times.
Yeah. Okay, that's what everyone else says, because I was just wondering, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get your channels taken down for being funny.
Well, I mean, you never know, right? I mean, like, not so erudite. I mean, what are your thoughts about her channel being taken down recently?
That seems really weird. I don't know what videos she could have done that would have counted as, what was it, hate speech? Yeah, it seems kind of suspicious.
What do you think about the 2025 dox wars going on right now?
I think people should stop doxing each other. It's kind of cringe.
Okay. Someone is asking, what are your thoughts on Xena being arrested? And now she's free, I guess, and defending Destiny.
Oh, is she out?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
She tweeted out in
Yeah, I don't
defense of
know.
Destiny the moment she got out of prison or got out of custody or something.
That was the first thing she did?
I don't know. She just tweeted that real
Why?
quick.
Bizarre. Well, at least she's out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like we haven't hated on counterpoints enough, which was the purpose of this conversation.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is a normal amount of homophobia?
Is that something Counterpoints has said?
Yeah. He said he's a normal amount of homophobic. I'm just wondering what that is.
Did I miss that? What was the timestamp of that?
Do I have it? But yeah, it was when he was talking about how it's not really homophobia, but it's like people being promiscuous that made him hateful of some behavior or some shit.
Jesus. So, okay. You've been nice to bring timestamps next time, Kelly.
I told you to do something and you did nothing. Just for the record, whilst I
You
was in the
messaged
shower.
me. You messaged me 30 minutes before me starting my stream, saying that you wanted to talk to me about counterpoints. I was woefully unprepared. Okay, I had
Yeah,
to
but
make
you've watched the
questions up on the
video,
spot.
right?
Yeah, but I'm not jotting down notes on which timestamps are which timestamps. I was just shitting. Okay, fine. I have some notes. Okay, last minute. All right. What do you think about his stance on bestiality? He thinks that he can draw a line, right? What is your stance when he talked about it?
What the fuck is the line? The line of what?
Whether or not you would fuck a dog, or a dog-shaped human, or a human-shaped dog?
So this is actual bestiality and not like drawn bestiality.
Okay, a furry.
I mean, I think all of this is gross and should not be legal. Like, if you're gonna engage me and I don't want to have a discussion about bestiality or lolly or anything, right? But I'm also aware that there is like a bunch of people within this community that think like lolly is morally neutral. I'm not one of those people, but I'm aware it's not just like, ugh. Like it's Destiny himself, right? But also Queeman thinks this, and also I had an offline chat that was like arguing with some guy. And then that guy was being really annoying, so Queeman took over. And then his argument was like, well, if you did it in a vacuum, would it be bad? So if you're drawing your own lolly and you never upload it anywhere, is this bad? And I'm like, what a stupid fucking question. Because if that's all people ever did, there wouldn't be lolly in production, or we wouldn't see it on fucking shelves, or like anime conventions or whatever. I'm like, that is obviously the problem. But that's what we got
How
into.
how how
That's
do you
how
feel
that went.
about AI generated porn of specific people?
I'm not a huge fan of that. Obviously.
Let's just say someone produced it privately, never released it to the internet or into the public sphere, and only used it privately. What is the morality of that?
Um, well, the problem with in a vacuum arguments is that that's not the issue that anyone has a problem with. If everyone was doing everything in a vacuum and I didn't fucking know about it, there wouldn't be anything to discuss, would there?
Sure. Yeah, which means your stance is it is fine. Okay, I get it.
No, it means
Hmm.
that things don't remain in a vacuum. They never intend to remain in a vacuum, and there is almost always no intent for that to be the case. There's always production,
Uh,
distribution,
so,
and uploading of absolute demented weirdos on the internet.
someone says you cosplayed Asuka from Eva. What was that all about?
Yeah, is there an issue with that?
I don't know. That's all they said.
Well, I didn't fuck someone dressed as Asuka, but also I'm not underage. So I don't know what the fucking point was.
Oh
Or are you
yeah,
saying that
right.
someone that's an
So
adult can't cosplay someone younger?
I should give you some background, okay? Because since we're here to talk about counterpoints, so counterpoints, he had an issue with Queeman covering me and jump boosting and start like boosting his career off of covering me, right? As everyone knows. And then eventually he went on to debate Chud Logic. Are you aware of this?
Sorry, I zoned out. Who
Ca-
debated
ca-
Chud Logic about what?
Counterpoints debated Chud Logic
Oh,
about Lolly and over me. Yes.
I'm sure that was very dull and dim-witted of
Basically,
him.
basically, Chud Logic stands is that he doesn't really find it that much of a big deal. It's worrying, but it's not. Basically, it's closer to Destiny's stance. And Counterpoints was moral frogging and saying like, "Oh, you didn't condemn it enough." And Spicy Chat was full of pseudo pedophiles or something like that, or like pedo
Spicy Chat is
defenders.
full of
That's what
pseudo-pedophiles.
Counterpoint said.
What the fuck does Counterpoints know about Spicy Chat?
Well, I mean, he
Has
seems
he
to
ever
mention
spent
it.
any level of time in there? I can't imagine so. He'd get bullied out after like 5
Um,
fucking minutes.
well, that's something that you might have to just ask Counterpoints.
I
But
think that
basically,
Counterpoints makes a lot of moral prescriptions for someone that
sure.
has a very flexible take on morality whenever it affects someone he likes.
Now, you have to keep in mind that this isn't the most interesting part, because the most interesting part is when Counterpoints would then go on to defend Vosh when Vosh had his lolly folder leak.
That is basically what I just said. His morality is bendy when it's like associated with someone he likes, right?
Would you call him a
It's
hypocrite
like,
for that?
yes, he is a massive flaming hypocrite. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I'll be honest, okay? I actually don't feel that much anger towards Counterpoints. Maybe not as you do. Um,
I mean, I don't. It's not really anger. I just really dislike him. I find everything about him to
well,
be
then tell me more about how much you dislike
unpleasant.
him. This is your audience. This is your stage, Kelly.
I mean, my first interactions with him was just him shouting over me being sexist and demented when I'd barely even said anything. And then I'd noticed that he was like this with other women too. It's like if you watch like the clip with him and Cherry speaking, he calls her a dumb bitch, a dumb cunt, says she's a dumb bitch that should die. And this was all over her making some jokes about him being like in law enforcement.
Do you think he's a
It's like
sexist?
yeah, about as much as he is homophobic, I imagine.
A normal level of sexism.
Yeah, whatever the fuck that is. I don't.
Okay.
A normal level of homophobia. Anyone ain't got an idea what that is. I don't know.
Do you think that maybe Counterpoint's background contributed to that as well, being a former cop and everything?
Which bit? How would it contribute? Being a sexist, you mean?
Well, I mean, I would imagine they have a lot of locker room talk.
That would be disappointing if true. I
It's a
don't know.
very conservative space, you know?
Yeah, I genuinely tend to tune out
What do you
whenever
want me to say?
Counterpoints
What
talks
the
about
fuck? I thought
politics.
you were annoyed with Counterpoints. Just go off. I expected you to
I
go
was
off, not me. I
talking!
was trying to lead a
You cut me
conversation.
off
Why the fuck am I
speaking!
leading a conversation? Okay, yeah, go on, go.
It's your fucking stream, you dumb fuck. What do you mean, why am I
What?
leading?
What? I
Do you
already told you.
expect someone else to
I'm
lead
not
you
even
on
that
your
annoyed. I'm
stream?
not even that annoyed with Counterpoints. I told you. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, it's bad. I farmed him, and that's it. But there's nothing else. What
This
we're
guy
just
tried
okay.
to like
We're gonna
take your
sit here. We're
livelihood,
just
and
gonna
you're
sit
like,
here.
I'm not really that mad.
I don't. Well, I mean, I've already been doxxed. I've already like had people go after me. Like, I'll be honest. After I've been raped like 50 times, like the 60th time I've been raped is just doesn't really feel that much different, you know? Because it just feels like my anus has been already gaped, you know? Like it's already been stretched.
This
All right.
analogy is not pleasant.
But
Jesus
I'm just
fucking
saying,
Christ.
dude. Okay, like, what do you want me to say? Okay, yeah, it's bad, I guess.
I mean, I was in the middle of saying something, and now I don't remember what it was, because you started spurging when I was actually speaking.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go spit queen.
Well, I can't remember. I was saying like I tend to tune out when Counterpoint speaks about politics because he just talks a bunch of really boring shit. Like he was talking down to me about Edmund Burke and some other boring ass shit. I don't know. I don't know why someone who is apparently this conservative spends all of his time in a liberal space being a moral frog, whilst also apparently not really caring about any of the moral failings of the people he likes. It's just very strange behavior to me.
Do you think that Counterpoint should burn his bridge with Destiny as a
I think
prescription?
Counterpoints should get a spine.
Which is, what does that mean?
It means like have actually a strong moral ethical like
But what is that? How does
foundation,
that
but
translate
like
into action, though?
actually I think that probably doing a podcast with Destiny and acting like besties, but then spending an entire hour and a half complaining that some other orbiter is getting a host when he's not, doesn't really tell me that he gives two shits about any of the moral failings of Destiny, but is very interested about the moral failings of yours. I
Do you
don't
think he
know.
just wants
Why would
clout
that
and
be?
fame and money?
Well, yes, but at least he could do that in a way that is not so intolerable for me to have to fucking listen.
You know, one time I actually saw Counterpoints. He's a little bit insecure, okay, shall I say. I think he says something like, "Oh, well, you know, I know that you, Destiny, is so large and successful, and me with my meager channel of like fucking 2 people or something. Do you think that this is born out of insecurity, that he can't be a bigger man than Destiny?"
What does it being a bigger man than Destiny mean?
Well, as in that he's already physically a bigger man than Destiny, but the thing is that he can't be a bigger man than Destiny. You get what I mean?
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, I mean, it could be partly due to the fact that all the orbiters don't like it whenever one person is getting more benefits in one way than the others. I think that
Is this
part's probably true.
is
But
this a
like whether
common?
that
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, they all do it. They've all done it. They don't like it. It's like whenever somebody's getting dogpiled, they'll all jump in because it means if one of them gets killed, then they're going to get more attention from it.
Okay.
There's been like, I don't know, at least a half dozen different instances, if not, no, it's probably more than that, when I'm thinking about what has happened in the last few years. I disagree with Foodshops and Kelly. Well, why are you fucking here then? Are you lost? Jesus.
Okay, is there anything else?
Retards in your fucking chat.
That's well, that's not a
You
typical
didn't even
viewer.
you didn't respond to what I just said, not the viewer statement.
What's the question?
It wasn't a question. I was speaking
What's
to
the
you
statement?
about like orbiter behavior that happened in the past. Food Shops and
Um,
Kelly Jean are both unprepared. Okay, well, chat, you tell us what you want me to ask. Okay?
I guess it wasn't cool for people to be watching Queenman farm me. That didn't feel good.
Wait, when did Queeman farm you? Or
That,
for what?
bro, that's his entire fucking villain origin story, Kelly.
What farming you?
Yeah. He
Really?
actually got he got his entire career boost off of farming me. He was like unsuccessful-ish as a content creator before and dead in the water until he was farming me like every day for like a whole month. And then he got like 150 concurrent viewers off of that. He went from 30 concurrent viewers to or 40 concurrent viewers to 150 to 200 off of farming me. Yeah.
That's pretty funny, considering
Mm-hmm.
he thinks Lolly is morally neutral. I'm wondering how that worked.
Well,
What did he farm you about?
it was probably because I kept on
I don't get
responding
it.
to his
Connor doesn't
provocations.
share an audience with FS. Why would he care about
And
taking
it
you down?
lasted a month.
It lasted a month. Well, more than that, technically.
I just remember Food Shops incessantly posting every single link every time they streamed on fucking Destiny subreddit. Thinking that was incredibly cringe. And then
Mm-hmm.
you came onto the OnlyFans panel and ruined it. And then I got mad.
The panel was fine, Kelly.
No, it was not fine. It was an OnlyFans girl panel.
Kelly, I know I'm
And
not
you
a
didn't do
girl.
OnlyFans.
I know I'm not a girl, okay? But
You
Kelly,
didn't do OnlyFans. That was the
Kelly,
bigger problem.
I did OnlyFans afterwards.
Okay, you didn't at the time. I don't even think you do now. I think you're full of shit.
I remember you were like molding at me on
Yeah,
Reddit.
because you went in and were able to take like a divisive position on the basis that you didn't do that thing. And that fucked things up and was annoying.
But you needed a dark horse to like stir up
No,
trouble.
we didn't. And if I did need one, why the fuck would I pick you?
But the entire point, like, didn't it make things more fun? Technically speaking?
No. Did I seem like I was having fun?
No. But that was just
Okay,
you.
well then you answered your own question then.
Yeah, I deleted my OnlyFans afterwards, okay?
Yes, that sounds about what I would have expected. Brilliant. Why are you even conversing with Kelly? Because I wanted to come on and complain about Counterpoints. And
Yeah,
I
just so
forgot to write anything
just so chat
down.
knows, I didn't ask Kelly to come on, okay? Kelly just wanted to come on.
Yeah, I don't like Counterpoints. Chat, remind me, why does Counterpoints suck? What did he say in that last fucking video? My brain is gone. I remembered like the 3 things that I did not like, but he probably said way more annoying things. Or tell me why you think Counterpoints doesn't suck, so I can tell you why you're wrong. Kelly never seems like she's having fun. I mean, that's not true.
I'll be honest. I don't know if I can give a good defense of Counterpoints. I've always been
No.
anti-Counterpoints ever since he started making hit piece videos on me with Brianna Woo.
With Brianna Woo. How
That's
have you
right.
become the topic of conversation when you had no viewers? Why were they focused on you? That is insane.
I assume it's because they wanted an easy source of content.
But like, how does they're just gonna be giving you like eyes when you're an? Are they not aware that that's like stupid? If they want you to
Well,
just disappear, not giving you attention is how it
well,
works, right?
it doesn't seem like they're very smart.
Also, I just can't imagine what kind of content could be made about you, especially at that point in time, that would have been interesting.
Well, they were trying to hop on the bandwagon of farming me with the other content creators at the time. Everybody in the space
And
was farming me, just FYI.
there wasn't anybody else.
They made
At least
5
he's
episodes on me.
anti-Trump.
They made 5 episodes on me, Kelly. 5.
5?
4 to 5 podcast episodes on me. Yep. 4 to
Brianna
5.
Woo was really mad at Foodshops because they are both trans. How does that make sense?
Brianna Woo hated me. Hated me. And I knew that she was like snaking her way into DGG at the time. But I didn't have the audience to raise awareness about it.
Why do I not like Brianna Woo? I think it's because she seemed like a militant bitch when she was running all of the PV stuff, because there was someone I know that was sort of doing stuff behind the scenes and just said she was awful to work with.
She is indeed a gay hoe, as one would say.
But beyond that, I don't really know too much about.
Zip wants to come in. Do you know who he is?
No.
DGG courtroom reporter who went to Destiny's preliminary courtroom hearings in person.
Oh, did that person really come on some kind of door handle? What the fuck is that?
No, that was Doobie spreading rumors. That was bad.
What a bizarre rumor to spread. Couldn't they come up with something less disgusting? Just like, why?
You want to talk to Zip?
Probably not, but it's your stream. You can take him in if you want.
Then I will not bring in Zip.
You don't want to.
If you say no, who am I to deny?
I mean, I don't know. I said probably not because probably not, but
if Destiny called in, would you talk to Destiny?
I would say words. I don't know if it would count as talking.
Steven, I'm looking at you right now. I know you're watching.
I have at least 6 insults in the chamber, so I wouldn't recommend it.
If Destiny doesn't come in, he's a gay asshole. I call him
Poor
retarded every day,
Kelly.
you know that?
Wait, why poor Kelly?
Every single
That's...
day, I have to deal with whatever he's done for the day, and I have to prepare my defenses before stream every day.
What? Why the fuck is Peach in the waiting room? What is
You want to talk to her? She's a girl. She lacks testosterone.
What is happening? Why did Peach come back?
Kelly, people like you. I don't.
Why did Wick? Why did Wick have her on a panel?
Okay,
that was a very random choice.
Okay, what do you think about Destiny?
What do I think about Destiny? I think that Destiny rolled a character with 0 stats in wisdom, which is the only explanation for why he continues to make like this matter of mistakes. I don't know why.
What would you call him as an insult? This person spited you.
I'm not gonna give my insults away until I need to use them.
Do you think that Destiny is actually guilty?
Of what?
Being a malicious predator, like the anti-fans say, like Stalk says?
I don't think anyone's called him... Has anyone called him a malicious predator?
100%.
Who are these people? Because I don't... Okay.
And Stalk's audience.
That's not the words I would use.
Spicy Chat and Queenman's audience. So basically everyone.
I think he's a selfish, self-centered... I guess I'm trying to think of the correct words for why you would send your sex tapes with other women visible in them around to random people without determining if they're not even children first.
You want to talk to
I don't know.
Peach?
You're asking me, do I want things? I can guarantee I never want those things, but it's your stream. You should bring them in.
Okay, but you say you didn't want to talk to Zip Zip.
I don't want to do most things. That's not meaningful.
Bro, dude, Kelly, what the fuck? Dude, you're like a fucking train that's running out of steam. Okay, alright, whatever. I'll bring in Peach. Peach.
Sorry. Kelly, I was about to say thank you. I didn't know that you had feelings about me that were negative.
Did I say anything other than I don't know why Wick would have you on a panel? That seemed very random.
Oh, okay, I guess fair enough.
It was pretty random.
I mean, I guess, sure. Did you know? So, do you remember when we were talking? Did you know that Justical was going to reach out to me that day and ask me for Destiny's logs? Or like, did you know that covered? Because I was so surprised. Because when I was talking to you, it was like, oh, Justical like cares about women and stuff. So then when he reached out to me, the first thing he did was ask me for Destiny's logs. I thought that was really funny. I was just curious what that conversation was like on your end with him, or you know.
When was that? I have no fucking clue what he said to you.
January like 25th or something. Because you asked me if you had
okay.
Yeah.
So like January 25th, Justical was still like, I fucking hate Kelly. But I don't like in January. Because like, keep in mind, earlier in January is when I got banned from DGG. Middle of January when Justical saying, Kelly, you should be more empathetic to Destiny. Don't be making mean comments on Reddit type shit. By the end of January, he had only just, like, changed his opinion. So I have no fucking clue what he was doing or saying at this point.
Okay, because I remember you said something like, I think he really cares about Cherry or something. And so then when he reached out to me to message me, like, asking me about Cherry specifically, I was like, So I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, that's probably true. I don't have my logs from that account, right? So I have no fucking clue why I did or didn't say back in like January.
That's okay. I just wanted to say, Based, thank you for being the only person who ever believed me about anything that ever happened in that server. So Nice,
Yeah,
Kelly.
probably. Like, again, that's very vague.
Okay, you guys are too
I
nice.
don't-
You
I
guys are
suppose.
being too nice. What
What
the
am I
fuck?
co-signing
Okay,
here?
okay.
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Do you remember when we used to fight about ADHD? Do you want to talk about ADHD?
What?
God,
No,
no.
stop. No, no one wants to talk about ADHD. Okay, all right. I'm
Okay.
bringing Zip Zip. Okay,
See ya.
all right.
Bye.
Okay, yeah. All right, Zip Zip.
Surely that won't go badly for me.
Now, this is a man, okay? And we all know how men are. All right.
Cringe? Not funny.
Because I'm a man. Go.
Why you expect this to go badly, Kelly?
I just said cringe and not funny.
No, before, right when I got in.
Oh, I wasn't talking. I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay. Kelly, you said you wanted to come on to talk about Connor because you don't like Connor.
I
And you
don't
came
like
on
Connor.
and you didn't say shit about Connor, and you're just being
I
boring as
tried
fuck.
to.
Why the fuck did you
Okay.
come on if you weren't gonna fucking say anything? You're just
I
sitting here being
tried-
awkward and silent. Did you just want to be fucking relevant, or what is
I
this?
haven't been awkward and silent.
Yeah, you fucking have.
Who the fuck? What is your problem? You got a question to ask, or are you just gonna criticize?
I just want to know why the fuck you came on to talk about Connor and then you didn't say shit about Connor.
I did say some shit about Connor. Foodshops also asked me a bunch of other
You
questions.
didn't say fucking anything.
I called. That's like categorically not true. What more would you like me to say that I didn't?
Fucking anything?
Okay, well, I did say some things. I'm sorry that your ears might not be working or you're like mentally incapacitated in some way, but that's not my problem.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Is that all you had to say?
I just wanted to know why the fuck you just came on here just to be boring, but okay.
Okay, so that is all you
just want
had
to own
to
it,
say.
then sure, go ahead.
Oh, Kelly's back and she's funnier and more interesting than me. I gotta turn up and like be loud because I've got nothing else to do.
What the fuck did you say that would qualify as funny at all? You're just fucking deadpan and fucking annoying. That's all you've done.
I am by far the funniest person here. Okay, now fuck off.
Zip, you're getting cooked. Okay. Zip, you're getting cooked.
I don't even know. I don't think so.
Listen. This is the cuck chair POV, okay? And you're getting cooked, okay? I'm in the cuck chair.
You're the one sitting there silently, Foodshops, so.
I said cringe and unfunny, and he came in and was cringe and unfunny. That's really unfortunate.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
Well, you succeeded. Good job.
You see how I'm not saying anything and it's fucking boring because you don't have shit to say?
Alright, Foodshops. This one's overstayed its welcome.
We can just sit in silence. Let's be comfortable.
You want that? You want to sit in silence?
Yeah, let's see how long we last.
Not very long. Zip, what are you? Other than someone that stalks Pixie, do you do anything else? Is this your purpose for being here? I don't... Did you have anything else to add? Have you ever added anything else?
What do you mean? What else do I do? I went to
that's a fairly straightforward question.
I didn't go there to stalk Pixie.
So I said, what else do you do? And then you just named the one thing that everyone knows you for.
Well, I went on Pisco's stream a couple times to ask him about some law stuff.
Oh, thrilling. Okay. Not really what I was asking.
You asked what else I've done. I'm not gonna fucking
like
say shit about my real life.
The fuck are you? And why the fuck are you here? If it's just to be, like, criticizing or to get some attention, then maybe consider doing something else.
You came on to talk about Connor and didn't say anything.
So I did say many things. I'm not sure if you're incapable of listening, but yes, I said multiple things. I'm sorry that you're incapable of, like, passing those things.
You said you didn't like him.
So you want me to repeat everything that I have said in the past hour for your per use specifically, that would be attention seeking.
Probably take,
Because
like,
what
10
you can
seconds.
do is go back in the VOD. No, because I said multiple things.
I'm sure you did.
And that's a really obnoxious thing to do. I'm not here to give you a TLDR, random man, in the voice chat. I have better things to do.
Like what?
Like going to bed.
Alright, have fun going to bed.
No, I meant I would go to bed rather than do that. Because I'm not doing that for you, you stupid fuck. Why is this guy laughing as forethought? Good question. Why am I getting DMs from the other people in the waiting room? And why the fuck is Foodshop so quiet on her own fucking stream?
Sorry, I was
Hello?
meditating. I was meditating to a woman's voice, okay?
I barely count, unless you're talking about Zip Zip.
Yeah, zip zip. Your pushback is not enough, zip zip.
Well,
What
the
do you
pushback is
think
that Ellie's
about...
being boring, and she's being boring, so that's all.
Firstly, only I get to come on and say that things are boring, right? Not you, random man with apparently no personality or discernible things to tell about himself, okay? Secondly, if you're so interested in my opinion on Counterpoints, what is your opinion on Counterpoints?
I think it's pretty cool.
You think he's pretty cool. So you didn't mind the part
Yeah.
where you spent an entire hour and a half saying how food shops should be cancelled, basically.
He didn't spend an hour and a half doing that.
Oh, how long did he spend doing that?
Way less than an hour and 30 minutes.
Probably like
Okay.
45 minutes-ish, maybe. 40
Yeah,
minutes.
45 or less.
Also, only nearly half of the time, or more than half of the time.
What would you have
No.
preferred he talked about?
I don't know. Anything else that's like of importance? Probably not food shops. What would be the purpose of talking about food shops, Zip Zip?
Because he had stuff to say about food shops.
Okay. I have a lot of things to say about a lot of people, but what would be the purpose of talking about food shops? What would be the motivating factor there?
To have something to talk about on a stream.
And you think he couldn't come up with something other than food shops?
Well, food shops seemed relevant. That's why he brought it up.
No, food shops is relevant to what, Zip Zip?
To
Relevant
the
to
person
whom?
he's speaking to, Destiny.
How are they relevant?
Because Destiny raids food shops and calls into food shop streams.
Not
Okay,
anymore.
So it's about...
Not anymore.
It's about...
Listen, I'm just saying,
So
ever since the Connor stream, you know, there's been no raids, no call-ins, okay? It's working. It's over for me.
So
So
context
Connor
is...
succeeded at his goal then, if that's true. So that's why he brought it up.
Okay, so you're saying the motivating factor is to talk about raids, right? So he wants to reduce or cancel the raids that food shops is getting. So his entire motivating factor for talking about food shops for the better part of an hour is so she doesn't receive benefits that he would like. And you think that makes him a
Did
cool
he say
guy.
that he wanted those benefits?
Of course, why else would he care? If he
Well, why
wasn't...
did he say?
If he wasn't in wanting of receipt of these benefits himself, why the fuck would you care?
Well, why did he say? Did you listen at all, or?
He said a lot of things like, I'm a normal amount of homophobic. Like, what do you
Well, he
want
said
me
that
to
the reason that he
take
wanted it
from
was
these
because
statements?
he doesn't like food shops because he thinks lolly is bad, and he doesn't
Oh,
want
okay.
somebody who defends lolly to get a viewership or go up in like standing.
And don't you think that's pretty disingenuous?
Disingenuous how? He really believes it.
Okay, well, if I believe in something, that doesn't make it true. If I believe in unicorns, that doesn't mean I'm going to go
it doesn't make
outside
it
and find
disingenuous.
one.
You said it was disingenuous. It's not
It is
disingenuous. He really believes it.
It's disingenuous because it's not being honest about the motivations as to why you would want to make that argument and also win it, right? Because you want
Okay, so
someone
you think
else.
that he wants the raid? You
I
think he's
think
just
he
lying about why he
doesn't.
cares?
Okay. Well, why would you not want someone to get the raid? Why would it impact
Because
him
he
at
doesn't
all?
like Lolly. He thinks Lolly is more immoral, so he doesn't want somebody who defends it to get viewership, clout, slash gain, whatever.
Okay. And when was the last time Foodshops defended Lolly?
I wouldn't
Yesterday.
know. It was probably a while ago. Yesterday. There you go.
Do you
Foodshops,
know?
you said you never talk about this.
Yeah, because
So,
Connor
what
talked
is the
about it, so I
truth?
have to defend it now.
Okay, before yesterday, when was the last time?
Probably the day before.
You said on the fucking stream it'd been like a year or two. What
So
part
that
is
wasn't true,
true?
right?
I mean, when it's being brought up, I probably defend it, but I don't bring it up.
Okay. So how much of it? Okay, when you're defending
So she brings it
quotations,
up
what
enough
are you
for Connor
doing?
to care, right?
But
Or it's
okay,
brought
I
up to her
don't.
and she
No,
defends it.
I don't think Connor cares. I don't think Connor cares because otherwise he would have gotten more angry at Destiny saying he believes Lolly to be like morally neutral, just like a bunch of
Well,
other
they
people
spent a
have.
good chunk of time debating that, didn't they?
So if he cares that Foodshops and Destiny basically have the same opinion as about Lolly, why the fuck would he care that Foodshops gets a host on Destiny's platform?
Because he doesn't want somebody who defends Lolly more than Destiny does. Because Destiny's was just he doesn't care, whereas
What's the
Foodshops does
fucking
actually defend it.
discernible difference? What
That
difference
Foodshops
does it
talks about it
make?
more.
Is Foodshops saying, yeah, you should go out and watch Lolly, buy Lolly? Is he advocating for it? Like,
Foodshops can answer that. As far as I know, no. But
okay, then what's the discernible difference?
she talks about it more, defends it more often.
Is
I'm
that
hungry.
really true? I don't know. I don't think it is. I think Zip Zip, you're just saying shit now, hoping it's true.
I'm just describing what the fuck was happening in that conversation, and that's it. But you don't believe the motivation that Connor has. You think he
Yeah, of
personally wants
course
those
I
raids,
don't.
and
I
that's why
think
he
it's
doesn't want food shops to get the raid.
disingenuous to ignore the obvious motivating factor, which is that orbiters often don't want other people to be benefiting when they could be benefiting. They all
He never
do
said
it
he wanted
all
the
of the
raids.
fucking time. Yeah, of course he's not gonna say that. That doesn't mean he doesn't feel
Okay, do you
that
have any
way, does
reason to believe
it?
that? Do you have any reason to believe it
Yes,
besides
because
that you
he's a
made it the fuck
spine.
up?
Because he does. Okay, he does podcasts with Destiny. He does other
Yeah,
content with Destiny to benefit from him and the exposure that comes from working with him.
sure.
Why the fuck would he not want that additional benefit? Like, how does that make
I didn't say he
sense?
doesn't want it.
Okay, so if you're saying he doesn't want it, then how are you going to prove
There's a
to
difference
me
between
that
wanting it and like actively wanting it. He's not like doing stuff to try to get it. He's just like, oh, it would be nice if he got it. Probably anybody would think that.
it would be nice if he got it? And don't you think that if someone else wasn't getting it, the likelihood to then get it is now higher?
Sure. Doesn't mean
Okay.
it's high. Doesn't mean he cares. That doesn't mean that was a motivating factor for why he was discussing that.
How do you know it isn't?
Because I have no reason to believe it is. Do you?
Yes, because he's a spineless freak who only cares about clout because his morals inherently don't align with Destiny already, but he's happy and willing to do as much content with him as possible to directly benefit from the clout that it brings. There is no other thing in his mind that would be influencing factor in this case. They don't share any type of moral framework. So the only reason why he would want to do these things is to benefit clout wise. Like, what other benefit is there? Why else would he do it?
You don't think they share any moral framework at all?
No, like what? He's a
Probably both.
conservative that moral frogs about everything that I'm, as far as I'm aware, just doesn't agree with him on
Well, Connor's
like
a
anything.
conservative, right? He didn't vote for Trump, though, right? You know that? He
What?
canvassed for
Why would that
Biden and Kamala
matter?
last year.
He's still a
Also, so that's one
conservative.
thing that they do
I
share, right? Their moral framework. They are anti-Trump.
no. Like, no, okay, a moral framework is not based on if we do or don't like Trump.
Okay, so if you don't like me using the word moral framework, we can say the political framework. He's opposed to Trump, so
That's
Destiny's
one
also. So they're
singular
aligned.
thing. I'm sure
that's
I
one
have
singular
one or
thing.
two
Yeah,
things in
that's
common
one
with a
singular thing.
conservative.
I
That
can
doesn't
come up
make
with
me a
others, like they
fucking
both like guns.
conservative.
I can come with a bunch of other things that they probably share in common too. They probably both don't like murder. They probably both, yeah, they probably have a lot of things in common. They also seem to be friends, is another thing.
Okay, what the fuck does being friends have to do with anything?
You keep saying, "Oh,
Also, all of
he's
these
just there because he
people
wants
will.
clout, and he just
Yes,
wants,"
of course he
or
is.
could it
Of
be that
course
he
he is.
wants
Of course he is. Do you
to
think he would put
collaborate
his
with a
neck on
larger
the
creator
line
who
in such
he shares some values
embarrassing
with,
ways if he
who
wasn't
he
like
shares a goal with?
benefiting in this
Like
way?
one of
I
the things
don't.
that they discussed in that conversation was about Destiny's future efforts in politically, like if he would do canvassing again or do that sort of thing. They specifically discussed that, and Destiny said, yeah, he hopes to. He's doing steps towards that direction, and he would like to for the next election. If that happens, Connor would almost certainly be involved since he was last year.
I don't know what this has to do with anything I said.
That
I
would be
said
why he stays connected to
moral
Destiny and why he
framework,
collaborates with
and
him
then
and
you
why they go out
decided
and
to
shoot guns
like.
together, right?
No, I think he likes money. He got paid by PV, okay? Like all of the others did.
You think
I
there could
think
be a
that
much easier
I
way for
think
Connor to make
that
money if he wanted to?
no,
That
not
wouldn't be getting money from
particularly.
Progressive Victory?
No, not particularly.
So you think he's just grifting? If Connor wanted to grift, he could grift to the right,
He
right?
has no contacts in the right to be grifting to. Who's he going to
What the fuck are
grift
you
to?
talking about?
All he knows are like his biggest content creators that he knows are all like Destiny people.
Yeah, now.
Yeah,
Was he friends
now.
with
What do
Lauren
you mean, yeah,
Southern and
now?
all those people back before?
How's he going to gain from fucking Lauren Southern? I
He
don't mean
probably
that
has other
literally.
contacts that are also fucking related.
This is like
You
such a
don't think he could
pointless
get
thing.
those contacts if he wanted? He has a relatively good fucking Warhammer channel. He could fucking get other contacts to go further to the right if he wanted to.
Oh yeah, I could get
You
all
really
of
don't
the
believe that?
biggest right leaders in politics by using my Warhammer 40k channel. Yeah, brilliant. What stupid.
You know, he has
Why
like
are
a
you
deal with
here?
the fucking Midas Touch channel. Like he has enough for them to want to do something with them. You think a fucking right wing fucking whatever wouldn't also want to have him?
I think that the largest creator that gives Connor time is Destiny and has been
Yeah.
Destiny for
Why
years.
is
I don't
that?
know why you're talking about him.
Why is
Because
that?
Destiny will talk to anybody.
Yeah, and because Connor doesn't want to interact with MAGA people because Connor is not MAGA.
I never said he was MAGA.
I never said you didn't say that. But if
Then
Connor
why
just
the
wants to
fuck are you saying
grift,
it like a
if Connor
point?
just wants to grift with people whose morals he doesn't share, he could just go to fucking MAGA, right?
Yes, he could grift in other ways. That doesn't mean he's not grifting
It
now.
would be a way easier
Saying
grift to
there are
go
different
MAGA than to
types
be
of
friends
grifts he
with
could
the
do
fucking.
is a pointless fucking statement.
He could have a way easier time grifting to MAGA than he could to Destiny, right?
He could also be green and called Shrek. I don't know what your fucking point is.
You think he's just grifting by wanting to collaborate with Destiny. He just wants money and clout, and that's why he talks to Destiny and compromises his morals to talk to Destiny and attacks Foodshops so he can get the raid. But if that's all he cared about, he could do a million other ways that would be way easier than being involved with Destiny. So it
I don't
doesn't
know
follow
why.
because
Okay,
your
what is
only
your
evidence that's what he cares
basis?
about,
What
your
is your
only basis
basis?
for thinking that's why he wants food shops to not get raided is because he wants it himself because all he cares about is money. Your only basis for that is that he is a content creator who cares about his own viewers. If that's your only basis, then the counter argument is that he could do that way more easily.
You want to repeat the
going the other
same
direction.
thing 3 or 4 more times before I respond? You keep saying it's easier.
You keep trying to
but
talk over me, so I'm gonna fucking talk louder
repeat
and
it 4
keep saying it.
times. You don't need to repeat it 4 times. I don't
Well,
have
you still don't
Alzheimer's. I
understand it,
can
so
remember
you can go ahead and
things.
respond if you are actually going to respond, or you want to keep yapping.
You keep saying it's easier, but you don't show how it's easier or why it's easier. Secondly, doing something that nobody else is doing, which counterpoints grifting in the way that he's doing within a liberal, left-leaning audience, isn't something anyone else is doing, provides a niche for him that is beneficial. Secondly, he already knows Destiny and can already benefit from Destiny's audience. As long as he panders to them in the correct ways, he is aware that he can benefit in that way. Like, do you think he would really be sticking his neck out if it wasn't because it would benefit him to do so. Like, that doesn't make any sense. People can grift
Connor
in
was on
more
Tim
than
fucking
one
Pool.
way.
You don't think he can grift right easily?
I guess you just didn't listen to anything I just said then. Okay. If you're not going to engage in anything that I say...
One of the first things you said is that Connor already knows Destiny, so he can just do that, and he's the right-leaning guy in liberal spaces. Connor has
That's
a
not
connection
what
with
I
Tim
just
Pool.
said.
Okay,
That
Zip
was
Zip,
one
I
of
have
the
a
things
question.
you
Zip
said.
Zip Zip
Wait,
Zip
did you
Zip. I have a question.
not
Hold
just
on,
say
hold
that,
on.
Kelly?
Hold on,
You
Zip
didn't
Zip.
say that Connor is the right-leaning guy who already knows Destiny?
Zip.
You didn't say that?
Zip. I have a question. How much evidence would it
What's
take to
up?
convince you that Connor was grifting?
I wouldn't need any piece of evidence,
Why?
because no evidence has been presented that that's why. I think
Okay,
he's
Kelly, any
genuine in his
pieces of
belief that he
evidence?
doesn't like Lolly and he doesn't want you to grow because you defend Lolly, and I think that's cringe, but I think he genuinely believes that. I don't think he's grifting because he wants the raid or whatever the fuck.
Okay, Kelly, what's your counter to the principles? Bring up Vosh.
I think that I just laid something out for him and then he didn't respond to it. And if
This is
someone's not going to
literally, there's nothing
engage
to
and if
disagree
someone's
with
going to
if you
keep
still
talking
think that
over
he's
me
doing it
after
straight up.
criticizing me for talking over them, then they
Well,
should
if you do it to me, I'm going to
probably...
do it to you. I don't care, right? So,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say you did it to me first.
okay.
Okay. I think that you should go find a cliff and jump off it.
Paste. Gets mad because she loses debate, tells me to kill
No,
myself.
you've never won anything in your life. You can't engage with the things that I say, which automatically makes it pointless to talk to you. You're just a fucking energy vampire.
I'm the
Wait, where
energy
did that come
vampire.
from? Like, don't they call
She's
Destiny energy
projecting.
vampire? What? Where's that? Where's that even come from?
Me? I haven't.
She's projecting because she literally
That's
came in here being an energy
anti-flamingo.
vampire and
Yeah.
just being awkward and boring with you, Foodshops. So that's actually.
I was never awkward and boring. I don't care about your opinion. You are a random man who stalks Pixie. I don't know anything else about you.
That is not accurate.
Hopefully you'll, like, gain a personality at some
Zip
point.
Zip. She
I
just
believe
said
in
that you
you.
stalks Pixie. What's your response to the allegations?
It's also based on no evidence. I just went to a court hearing that Dusty and Pixie were both at. That's all. But Kelly will make whatever argument she wants with no evidence and just present it as if it's true. So
That's what everyone knows you as. If you don't like that, then I don't know. Not my
I
problem.
don't care if you think that. Just it's
I
retarded.
don't
So.
care if it hurts.
Kelly, these are serious allegations. They're levying at Zip.
No, they're not.
Stalking.
They're really not.
Backs off.
Stalking Pixie. That's pretty serious allegations.
It's not my allegation. It's what everyone associates with this guy. I don't know who he is or what is true. I don't really care.
Don't you want to double check before seeing if it's true or not?
We can just say like unfounded allegations at each other that we don't know
Oh
anything
no!
about if we want to.
All right, Zip, it's your fault. I'm sorry, it's your turn. Okay, what's your unfounded allegation of Kelly?
I don't know. People keep telling me to say shit in chat, but I don't know shit about it, so I don't say it because I don't fucking know shit. So I just think Kelly's boring. That's it. I don't fucking care about whatever the fuck.
Oh, and
people
you're
tell me.
boring, because all you can come in here is to say is you're boring. That's boring.
Well, I had a
Congratulations,
conversation
you're
with you about
also
Connor,
boring.
and then you backed off the conversation about Connor.
No,
so.
you didn't engage with the last thing I said, so I don't want to bother continuing. You have to engage with the things. No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you did not. I said you can grift in multiple different ways, and your answer to that was to ignore that.
Some ways to grift are easier than other ways.
It doesn't matter if it's easier. If it's effective for him, why would he
If
not
you only
continue
want
to
to
do
grift,
that?
you would take the easiest grift. Of course.
No. Why? Why is that true?
Because if you just want to grift, it's because you just want money. If you just want money, why wouldn't you take the easiest and most profitable way to do it?
And you can argue.
It's not that way. When Connor
you can
could
argue.
fucking take his connections to Lawrence Southern or Tim Pool or whoever the fuck else he knows in the fucking right.
Okay, firstly, Lauren Southern's not going to get you any money. She doesn't Does
Yeah,
he make
not
content
anymore.
anymore or
no.
views? I don't like why. I don't know why you keep bringing her up. Then, but
Kelly,
secondly,
Because that's the
the
one that I know.
easiest,
I'm sure
the
Connor has a million
easiest.
connections in the right wing.
Okay, he doesn't have any bigger than Destiny, though, does he? So shut
Tim
up, shut
Pool,
up,
Tim
shut up,
Pool.
shut up.
I just
Okay, is
told you
Tim
Tim Pool.
Pool?
Tim
Is
Pool was
Tim
bigger than
Pool?
Destiny, right?
Okay, is Tim
Right?
Pool
You're
gonna
aware
have
that
him
he's bigger
on
than
at
Destiny?
any instance he wants? No. No, he's not.
If
He's
he
not going to
kept
become his
going that
best mate and do a
direction,
podcast with him.
is Connor doing a podcast with Destiny?
Yeah, they just did one yesterday.
What do you think a podcast is?
Are you saying that wasn't a podcast?
They did a show for an hour and a half. This isn't a regular occurrence. This is like the second time this has happened.
I don't know why you're arguing about the definition of a podcast. There were two guys
Because it was
sitting
a
down
retarded
talking
thing
to
to
each other.
say.
Why is it retarded? It was a
Because
podcast.
they didn't do a podcast. You're saying
Sorry.
like, oh, is Tim Pool going to start a podcast with him? As if that's equivalent to what's going on with Destiny. They didn't start a podcast
I said he
together.
was sat down with one yesterday.
You
I
said,
didn't
is Tim
say...
Pool going to start a podcast with Connor? As if that's
No,
what's
I
happening with
said, is
Destiny.
he going to have regular like interactions with him?
And then you said
and be on his stream
podcast.
all of the time.
You didn't
He
say
was on
that.
a
You said,
podcast
and have a
yesterday.
podcast.
I'm sorry, if you want me to clarify, I can.
I think you're backing away from what you said because you realized it was
No.
retarded.
No, I said instances on stream because Connor can go on Destiny's stream pretty much anyone he wants. He has like room like perms, right? He can just go
This thing
talk to
isn't
him
even in the
and
room,
make content
usually.
with him.
When do you think the last time they talked on stream was? Before yesterday?
Fucking, I don't know because I don't stalk these fucking people. But the
Okay,
point is,
it's
he
less
has
often than you
easier.
think it is.
They did a fucking panel like a few days before, right? Like they've done and another panel before. I don't fucking know. I know it's been more than 0. I know that he can basically have access to talk to him whenever he wants. That's not the same as the type of access he has with
You don't
Tim
think
Pool.
if Connor grifted to the right, he could do the same for other right-wing connections?
But why would he need to when he's already here? Why would he need to grift
because
right?
he can make
You're
way
saying,
more money grifting right.
why do you think that? Why do you think
Because
he's not
Destiny's
making money this
radioactive
way?
right now.
Okay, well that might mean that he could
Do you
take the money that
disagree
people
that
don't want
Destiny
to
is
give to
maybe a
Destiny.
bad, like... Do you disagree that Destiny's radioactive right now?
I don't know what radioactive means when it comes to like
He's the fucking
rightoids.
pedo guy now? Like, you don't think that's bad, maybe, to be associated with?
I mean, people still choose to do it because they benefit from him being around him. Like, why else would they do it?
Why do you think everybody stopped associating with Destiny? Besides Connor and Foodshops.
Because they actually have a moral framework that doesn't align.
You think there aren't people who did it because it would look bad if they didn't?
Well, if you're saying was optics partly it,
Yeah, optics was a part of it,
probably.
right? Yeah.
To some people, yes. It
So
wasn't
optics
for
is
me.
a factor.
It would be on an individual
So
basis.
Connor's taking the optics hit by continuing interacting with Destiny because of other factors.
Because the benefits outweigh that optics hit to him, presumably.
Why do they outweigh that for him? Wouldn't it be way easier for Connor to be the right-wing guy who hates Destiny now because he's a sexual degenerate?
You keep saying it's easier, as if people are going to be clamoring over a small creator like Connor to like constantly collab with. I don't think you're living in reality to think this. Being on one Tim Pool fucking show means nothing.
You don't think he could get other connections? You think he's capable of it?
And I could become an ice skater in the fucking Olympics. There's a lot of things that people could
Well,
potentially
I think you're a little too
do.
old for that, but I don't think you could do that, so...
It was meant to be a joke, Zip Zip. That was the point.
Yeah,
It
I
was
was
meant
just
to be
pointing out that it
ludicrous.
was a bad joke.
No, I'm pointing out that you saying people could do things is pretty pointless because, and for whatever reason that you seem to, sorry, are you a content creator? Why would you know how easy anything is without any experience doing any of this stuff?
Based on observation.
Okay, well, you're full of shit. You have no experience. You don't know how easy
You
it
don't
is
agree
to
that there's lots
pivot.
of MAGA grifters?
I think that it being oversaturated makes it a less appealing thing to try and do.
Okay, so there aren't MAGA grifters that are successful by grifting.
And also, if he's not a MAGA person, presumably he would not want to MAGA grift.
You think he's already sacrificing his morals by collaborating with Destiny, so why wouldn't he sacrifice his morals to do that?
Because people don't tend to want to sacrifice all of their moral framework because it will be inconsistent with their beliefs. The amount of cognitive dissonance you would have to employ on a daily basis would be really uncomfortable to the
I
person.
agree. That's why I don't think he's doing that.
Counterpoints justifies his change in opinions, which you can track from like previous videos, having like watched what he says about certain things. Okay,
I agree. He's pretty consistent in what he believes.
no,
That's
I
why
said
I don't
he's
think
just.
he's lying when he.
I just said he's
says why
changed, and you said,
Foodshops
yeah,
does
he's
that.
consistent. Did
You
you like
just
listen to
said
anything
you
I
think
just said?
his changes have been pretty well documented.
Yes, changing is not consistent. Changing is changing.
Do you understand what I said, or are you just gonna like quibble like that?
You just said he's been consistent. I said no. He's made some significant changes away from morals that he said that he had in the past. I don't.
Okay, but that can be tracked. So I think he's been morally consistent in the way that his beliefs. He goes through a change and then he applies that. I don't think he's being disingenuous, like you said. I don't think he's trying to grift from Destiny when he doesn't want Foodshops to be rated or gain influence or whatever the fuck. You do
Sorry,
think that.
he's gone through a change. It's been well documented. Sorry, no, there is no like explanation of why anything he's like said recently has deviated from previous like explanations or like statements he's given in the past. That's not true.
How so?
I don't know what you're on about
What do you
saying
think?
that. No, I don't
He's
know what
changed
you're
that isn't
saying.
like explanatory by what he's said about it. Do you think he hasn't explained why he still interacts with Destiny or why
No,
he whatever the fuck else?
I think that a lot of it is cope. I think that the strange graph he drew of what he thinks teenagers should do at certain ages was not something he would have done in the past. I think his statements of how he worked in law enforcement catching pedophiles and the pretty extreme statements he used to make about how he used to do things have become suddenly not too important. Now Destiny has been doing some strange things. I don't think that's consistent at all. And there's no real
Think he didn't
explanation
respond when
for.
people said those things? Literally, you're talking. There's no
Yes, he
explanation. What you said,
responded.
he
Yes,
literally
he
made a
said
graph.
words, you stupid fuck. That doesn't explain how those things have, how his thoughts have changed.
When he literally makes a graph, you don't think that's explaining how his
Sorry, he makes a
brain
what?
works? Is this explanation like
just
that's not an
drink
explanation to you?
a martini
No, I didn't hear the
shaken,
first
not
part of your
stirred.
sentence.
Zip zip. Did not zip zip today.
That was an explanation enough for you when
Game
he
over,
literally
outro.
goes as far as to make a whole fucking graph of what he believes.
No, that's just bizarre. And even his wife was telling him to stop. It was just weird. Who does that?
Somebody wanting to explain why he still interacts with somebody who's accused of things
Just
might
drink
want to make
a martini
something to
shaken, not
explain
stirred.
Please help.
No, I
why
don't
he's
think
not being.
like preteens, him deciding when preteens can go on a date has anything to do with whether Destiny should be sending porn and receiving porn from a 17-year-old. Those two things are not related.
You think he changed that whenever that came out about Destiny, so he could still be in Destiny's orbit?
No, I just don't think they're related at all, and it was weird to do. Like saying, oh yeah, this is an age when I would let my kids go out on a date and kiss. Like, what does that have to do with what fucking Destiny is doing?
Because people were talking about minors and relationships and sex relationships and all that, so he just was laying out a bunch of stuff.
The answer is they're not related at all.
Okay, if you think that, maybe
I
you
do,
just need
because
to
it's correct, and that was a
maybe you just need to
bizarre
think harder
thing.
about how those things could be related.
No, I think that was stupid and weird and unnecessary.
Okay. So, any reason to believe he was being disingenuous for why he wants Foodshops not get rated, or
Okay, are we gonna get
Still haven't really
anywhere?
explained that one.
What is what? Dude, I
God.
don't want. Are we gonna?
She still hasn't given any evidence, so it's just really
What?
There's,
funny to
What
me.
more is there?
I'm
What more is
bored
there
of
to
this
talk
guy.
about? I'm
It's
so
like-
confused. Wait, Foxy, why the fuck are you in here? Go. Like, let's just say something.
Annoying circular weirdo.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm kicking you. Hold on. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else, Kelly and Zip Zip?
Why did you kick that guy and not
Be-
this guy?
Bro, because I don't know, dude. That Foxy TChem person sounds weird. Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
Kick this guy as well.
Dude, I don't what, dude, like, what, you guys are just saying things, and I don't have the brain power to process what you're saying right now, dude. Just, God, okay, you know what? Yeah, just cancel me, okay? I fully support Counterpoints canceling me. Is the conversation over now?
I don't
Well, food
want to
shops.
talk
Do
to
you
I
think
support
guy
Connor's
Counterpoints canceling me.
lying when he hates Lolly?
No, I don't think he's lying, but he's more willing to defend Vosh when Vosh is like fucking, got his shit revealed and he's like fucking covering for him. And, Connor is just basically saying, oh, well, he's just a guy. He's just a guy-o. I'm still gonna support him. But then when it comes to me, it's like, oh, fuck Foodshops. What? I wanna fuck Foodshops. Wait, okay, not like that, okay? But I'm just saying, that's just the implication, yeah? Make sense?
Doesn't seem very morally consistent, does it?
Well,
That's what I'm
no,
saying. That's the
saying
point
it's
that
still
Kelly
Vosh.
should have gone to and should have hammered in on. But you know what, Kelly?
Yeah, but Kelly doesn't know
you're
any of that
sorry,
because she
okay.
just hates Connor.
Wait,
and she
hold on,
doesn't
hold on.
actually have any evidence to back up
Wait,
what she believes.
wait,
No,
so
because
Zip-
I was
so-
desperately trying
wait.
to respond to the things that you wanted me to answer.
Wait, so Zip Zip, what
45.
was your answer to that? Zip Zip, what was your answer to that?
Well, my question, Kelly, was, do you have any evidence? And you didn't say that, so you didn't have any.
That he's disingenuous? Yeah, it's the basis of like him saying one thing and doing another. Foodshops just
Yeah, but you
gave
didn't
you an
bring up what
example
Foodshops
of it.
just did, right?
Yeah, so what about the Vosh defense?
Sorry,
Zip
I
Zip?
didn't give you
still
the
don't know what
exact
you're-
fucking
I don't know about
argument.
that. That's actually a
Foodshops
really good
did.
point. I'd have to
No,
look into
that's
that,
a
but
that's a
Kelly didn't
really
say
important
that,
point
so
actually, because when the Vosh
I don't disagree, but
leak
Kelly didn't say
happened-
that because Kelly's a fucking retard and she doesn't actually know anything to back up what she says. So
I gave you examples, then you ignored them and didn't engage with anything.
you didn't
What
give
was
any
the
good
fucking
examples,
point?
and the ones that you did, I told you why they don't make sense. So
No, you didn't.
Wait,
Okay.
Zip Zip, how did you miss it? Like 50 different other orbiters like called in to debate Connor on it. Like when that happened.
I didn't
Well,
watch
it wasn't on Destiny stream, so I know you haven't watched it. But like the thing is that like Stardust was debating Connor about it. Fucking.
yeah, I don't watch Connor. I'm not conservative. I don't care.
All right, okay.
But you
Well,
like
you don't-
him
you don't
and
have
want
to
to
be
defend him.
conservative.
Good job.
Generally, when I've seen him, and yeah, I like him. He seems like a cool dude.
Okay,
Generally.
all right.
Great.
Is Connor gay?
Brilliant.
Yes or no?
Not sure.
I'm becoming an anti-fan now. I'm slowly becoming anti-fan. I am starting my anti-fan arc. Okay.
Behazed.
Yeah. Kelly, Kelly. Listen, I've always been okay. Is there anything else, Kelly, and Zip Zip? Is there or can I just move on to the?
I mean, I don't want to speak with this guy anymore, so if you want to move on, I will just go.
Oh, also, Steven. Well, I tried to get Steven in. He just wouldn't want to join. So whatever, man. I don't know. He's not responding. Okay, maybe he's dead or something. Maybe he got swatted. Okay, yeah, but what can I say? I got what? What? Why is it so quiet now? What the fuck?
Well, I don't know what you want to do. I was happy to like continue going over the counterpoint stuff, but it's kind of late now anyway, so it's
just
fine.
drink.
Well, the problem here is that like
Stuff.
there's a really
Mom's
example.
Hobbs, watching after
Oh
her
my God,
kids
Silver
have
King,
failing
please
the math
stop
class.
donating.
This
I'm turning off
happened that he
TTS.
did
I'm
not
turning off
study for the
TTS.
exam.
Bro.
She is
Okay.
disappointed.
Okay, shut up. Okay, listen, I love you. Okay, thank you for the $5. Okay, but listen. Okay, just what is so let me get this clear. Okay, so Zip Zip doesn't even know the most important example, which is the Vosh Lolly defense thing that Connor did. So
I didn't need to know it. I was just attacking Kelly's position. Kelly didn't know that.
How about you come back later?
I
Well,
did
sure,
know that
okay,
because she mentioned
maybe-
it earlier.
Well, I mean, but you don't know in depth, right? You don't know in depth about to actually
No,
have a debate
you just
about
mentioned
it, right?
it earlier,
Right,
sure.
right, exactly. So the thing is that like you guys seem like you guys both don't have like the complete knowledge. So why not just do
Yeah,
the
I
research
didn't
and
come
then
in
back?
here defending 100% Connor. I was coming here to attack Kelly's position because she didn't fucking say anything. And
Okay,
she clearly
that's
didn't know
fine.
that most important factor.
Sorry,
Yeah,
what
that's
was
fine,
my
and she can come back
position?
later. Okay.
I literally just
You
came
hate
into
Connor.
shit
That's
talking.
your position. You hate Connor.
Yes.
That's literally it.
How can you like how is that a position to like attack? Am I not allowed to hate people baselessly
You're allowed to hate
now?
him. Then you called him disingenuous and a grifter because he wanted
Yes,
Foodshops
and
off.
I believe
That's
that.
me.
But at the end of the day,
Yeah, you
it is
believe that, but you didn't know the most important factor that
at the
might
end of the day
be relevant to that.
Oh
Because
my
you
God.
don't actually care to defend the position because you
At
don't know
the
anything
end
about that.
of the
If he's actually
day
disingenuous or a grifter, you just hate him.
Oh God. At the end of the day, it's impossible to know someone's motivations truly because I don't live inside of their head. But I'm making a good assertion based on vibes, based on like behavior I've seen him
Vibes,
exhibit.
yes.
Yeah, vibes. I've never been wrong so far.
You've never been wrong about anybody.
No.
True.
Wait, did you think that J-Stalk was ever a good person when you were friends with him? Have you been wrong on that, or?
I never said he was a good person. I've never
Okay,
said
so-
anyone is a good
Wait,
person. I don't tend to
you're
make
okay with
moral
being,
like
you're
statements about
you're
people.
fine with being close friends with someone who isn't a good person.
I wasn't close friends quotation with him either.
Well, from the outside, it looks like you were close friends with him. I'm just saying that's the optics of it, right?
I felt bad for him. That's accurate.
Okay, you pitied him.
But I wasn't close
Okay.
friends.
All right. Okay. Cool. I'm just saying
Because
everyone
otherwise
sees
he
you
would
guys
have
as close
known
friends
things
before.
about me, but he doesn't know anything about me.
I mean,
does
you
he?
still talk about him today on your Discord server, so right?
I talk and
Oh,
bitch
isn't that
about a
interesting?
lot of things in my
You
Discord
talk about
server.
J-Stalk like every day.
Just a drink.
It sounds
Is
like
that
there's a
usually
really rough
because
breakdown.
he said something about me?
Congratulations, Food.
The answer's
A Kelly
yes.
appearance
Well, I mean, he also
officially
talks
makes
about
the new
you, but
After
you can
Hours
just
streamer.
ignore him, right? He's just the obsessive friend.
Who in this space just ignores anybody?
Me? I ignore people making hit videos on me all the time. It happens
That
extremely
doesn't
often.
seem likely.
Okay, all right. If you say so. I mean,
Man, you
the
just
only
gonna
way you
take
know
the
or not know
Foodshops?
if you watch me. Yeah, go ahead. What's up?
So you're saying you don't mention all of the hit videos that have been made about you, even though you did that earlier today?
Yeah. You know what? I just don't like feeding the anti-fans. Okay. What else can I say?
You said that the reason Queeman made so many videos about you is because you kept responding and then he'd make another video.
Yeah, and then I changed as a person.
You changed.
Yeah, I
Okay.
became more indomitable. Okay.
But why would you do that if it's not beneficial to content? If you want to
It's 100% beneficial to
getting...
me, right? Because I was constantly like I was constantly crashing out, having mental meltdowns every day, just like how J-Stalk has mental meltdowns about you these days.
I mean, sure, if it actually affects your mental...
Abby is having meltdowns in Darius' server, right?
Sure,
witness,
but it doesn't
yeah.
affect my mental. I just like to bitch about things.
And just like how Blap has meltdowns about how much Queeman ignores him.
Is that true? I don't
Yes,
know. You can't access
it's
kiwi
objectively
farms from
true.
the UK anymore.
Oh, I
So
enjoy
don't-
accessing kiwi farms. You just go to my Twitter, okay? I post about them all the time. Well, not all the time, okay? I just posted about them yesterday. Okay, that's it. And today.
Queeman made you a stronger person based. Well,
Yeah, he
might
raped
actually be
me.
True.
With his dick. Until I became a stronger person.
You need less rape analogies. I feel like that would
Okay,
be
he gave me.
beneficial.
I think that wasn't an analogy. It was
Well,
pretty clear.
I'm just literally using the same lingo that everyone else in the commentary space uses. Like, they always use rape and gape, like other kiwi farmers. Like, that's just
Why did this guy
normal.
just say it's not an analogy? Sorry, what a
Well,
pointless thing to
she said
say.
literally with his dick. So
Okay, well, he didn't literally rape her, so it clearly was an analogy.
that's the joke. That's why I said it wasn't an analogy, because the way she said
Okay,
it.
alright, okay.
was as if
That's
it's not an
meant to be a
analogy, right?
joke. It's a joke just when I say something obvious isn't obvious.
Do you think I seriously think that Queeman actually physically raped her?
No, that's why I don't think it's
Okay,
funny.
so when I
think
said
it's
it
just
was probably
you
a joke then, right?
waffling nonsense.
So when I
It's
said it
not
was probably a joke then, right?
I think you need to work on your jokes.
So when I said it, it was probably a joke, right? I wasn't seriously saying that.
I think I wouldn't come in here and say that Kelly Jean is boring if that's my example of a joke.
Sorry, how are those two things related?
Because you called me boring when I am objectively not, and then you came in here and said a very unjokey joke.
How are those two things related, though?
Because you're the opposite of what you complain that I am.
Did I say I wasn't boring?
Are
I don't
you
think I ever
caught
made
up
that
yet?
case, right?
I'm disassociating.
Okay, so you come in here being boring, complaining that other people are boring. What do you think you add
I didn't
by
say I
doing
was
that?
boring. I just said I don't have to say that I'm not boring to critique you for being boring, right? It's possible for someone to be boring and call someone else boring, right?
What does that add?
It calls someone out for being boring and makes
So
them
you
really
just
mad.
add more boring to the boringness. You
So
think,
it makes you
oh,
mad.
I can
so
go on
it's pretty
there
funny.
and add more absolute fucking nothing. Surely this will improve the situation.
Did I come here trying to improve the situation? Or did I come here
No,
to
I
call you
think you
boring and make you
came in
mad?
here
And
to
I think I succeeded at making you
try
pretty mad, so
and
it's pretty
be
funny.
interesting. I don't think you have the capacity to make me mad because I don't know who you are.
I think everyone can see you probably got pretty mad on this.
No, this is engaging in a way that is interesting for people to listen to. That doesn't mean I'm actually mad.
Sorry.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Please kick Zip. Well, I mean, I asked Foodshops to do it twice, and she ignored me, so...
Well, she doesn't have to listen to you, right? So
She doesn't, but I'm saying... I asked. I just want...
Okay, cool. We're moving on. I don't care. All right, good dude. I have things to cover. Okay, Jesus. Look, they can argue in the fucking server chat if they want to. Okay, Jesus. All right. I think what I want to cover, okay, is Destiny's response to Willie Mac. Okay, all right, yeah, that's what I want to cover. Okay, let's go. The fuck is that facial expression?